Hi, Dr. Florence. This is Kamisha, and this is my capstone in psychology, Psychology 490 presentation. I hope you enjoy it. What is the relationship between academic support services and anxiety in post-secondary education of students with disabilities? My abstract. Students with learning disabilities face anxiety. Disability resource centers provide academic support. Support services can target and manage anxiety. There are facilitated gaps between anxiety and learning disability. Keywords: anxiety, disability resource center, DRCs, learning disabilities, LD, and academic. Introduction. Learning disabilities, LD, can impact academic experiences. Accommodations in the Disability Resource Center, DRCs, provide tailored support systems. Support systems which are effective can improve academic success, and I know this firsthand. The documentation process, however, can be tedious and create a lot of stress, and I know that firsthand as well. The purpose is exploring relationships between academic support services and anxiety with students who have learning disabilities. What are the accommodations that the DRC provides for students? What are those facilitated gaps and current support service for LD students? There's quite a few. Research question. What is the relationship between academic support systems and anxiety and students with disabilities? That's my main question. And then researching, I discovered other things I wanted to learn, such as what types of services does the DRC provide for students with disabilities? And then my second sub-question is, what are the facilitated gaps for college students receiving accommodations? And just doing this slideshow, I realized that there's not a lot of current research. Scholarly relevance. Exploration of anxiety management for students. More improved development of systems that are efficient. Providing a comprehensive overview of DRCs. Identification of other gaps and support systems like I just discovered today. Implications. I feel that this could be very useful for educators, policymakers, and us students, and other students as well, and maybe even teachers and researchers as well. This was intended to support students who have learning challenges, but it does have its trade-offs. This literature review identifies some of the potential gaps in DRC current services, which I had a hard time finding. Just saying. The methods, the type of scholarly references used: peer-reviewed journals, articles, book, YouTube video, and I found one dissertation. And then the overall criteria established was selected articles on higher education for LD students, and then I focused on academic support, and then DRCs, as well as disability students in higher education, and then anxiety contributes and established the gaps, or some gaps rather. I'm sure there's more. Research from my paper. I know you said you wanted it between, just a couple of years, but I just really couldn't find a whole lot. So mine goes all the way back from 1980. I didn't see any for 2025, of course, to 2024. And there was a lot of major articles that were published sources between 2000, and 2022. I do apologize for that. Just couldn't find it. And then sources reviewed. So I found 25 journal articles Example was Vaughn and Swanson, 2015, Kim and Lee, 2016. 5 books from previous classes, Rapis, 2021, 1 YouTube video was Sprout, 2021, and 1 dissertation. And then how I searched for it, a lot of databases were ProQuest, then Gale Academic, OneFile, Google Scholar, and then the keywords that I searched to get more articles was learning disabilities, disability resource center services, higher education, accommodation for students with LD, and then the articles, some of them were published in Psychological Injury and Law, and then College Student Journal, International Journal of Management, and Positive Psychology and Practice, promoting human flourishing and work, health, education, and it's supposed to say day life. And the synthesis was, I tried to identify the themes and analyze the gaps and limitation of each study. I compared articles to each other, and then I used the theoretical approach, which included definitions, psychological theories, and psychology, I guess you could say the real big wigs, like Sigmund Freud, and, ones that have really contributed to kind of give some examples of how it kind of goes together with my particular study. And then for our summarization, I tried to make complex information more concise. I looked at the relevancy and tried to instill the main ideas of each article. And then results and findings, DRC services have reduced and enhanced anxiety ability. Having a supportive system improves outcomes, and that's true. Making support systems more easy and efficient to access can have a positive effect on LD students. Accommodations are helpful for those students. Gaps are still in existence, and then I just gave an example of some of the authors that come up in my paper quite a bit. Conclusion. Academic support systems have the ability to reduce anxiety in LD students, and the impact on supportive systems in connection with anxiety levels. The DRCs have its pros and cons, and student success can be improved by filling those gaps. Further research investigating strategies can give more detail and help manage anxiety, which can refine support systems. And then these are my references, Kim and Lee, 2016, Gitlow, and then all his other friends, 2018. And then I have 2 more reference pages. I apologize, some of the URs are long, so you can't really fit a whole lot in one slide. But this one's Rapis, 2021, Sprouts, 2022, and then Vaughn and Swanson, 2015. And then we are leading off with Redzes, 2022. This is my presentation. I enjoyed your class. I appreciate everything you do for us. Have a blessed day, and I hope that I run into you in the future. Take care.